Hey there, this is the man behind the microphone and no socks. I am Josh. Welcome to EVA Trades. That's YVA Trades. What you see before you is the Thinkorswim platform, and today I'll be trading on a simulator as I continue working to perfect my strategy. I do plan to trade real money in the future, so stay tuned for that. You're welcome to join me today and follow along as I place trades in the simulator and share with you what I've learned about the stock market and trading within it. Now remember, trading is risky, and as always, please trade in a simulator to develop a strategy that produces consistent results before you put real money on the line. So the stocks we'll be trading today are from a stock scanner called Trade Ideas. I've uploaded the data from Trade Ideas into my own custom-made scanner so that I can go back in time and trade any day in the past, which is what I'll be doing this morning. So the three stocks you see here are the leading tickers in the market. Primarily, we'll be using the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frames, occasionally switching over to 15 and hourly and maybe look at the daily. So with 5 minutes to go till the market opens, let's break down the stocks. And thanks for joining. I really do appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my home bars and I'm going to press play. Here we go. 5 minutes and counting. So we do have some nice looking stocks on the scanner this morning. We'll see what we get for trades. And I'll start by marking out a few support levels and a resistance up here at 475, 76. You got a pivot here and you got a support here. Trading below the VWAP. And on this one, also trading below the VWAP. Nice move up, kind of just moving down. You know, you got this line here, and it kind of looks like we might have us a falling wedge. Falling wedges are great for reversal patterns. They can also be continuation patterns. They don't always break up and they don't always break down, but they do break one way or the other. And you can certainly find consistent results playing them. There's a... Oh, what is that? Oh, I see. So we have the $5 range, $4 range, $9 range, and the $3 range. So those are the ranges I usually like to trade in. I don't mind trading some more expensive stocks now and again, as long as I can take the proper share size to support the risk that I'm asking for, which is $100 at this time. You're going to find throughout this simulation, unless I change my mind at some point, that I'm only going to be risking $100 per trade, because that's what I plan to start at when I go live, when I go with real money trading. So it's 6:27 and some seconds here. Getting closer to the bell, I'm going to go ahead and start looking at setting my stop losses between 14 and 27. I'll just say 20. And you have probably 15. And that next one I'll go with 7, 8. I'll go with 8. So now I'm ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Looks like INDP testing that top line. We do have, if I connect the red candles, we do have a line coming down there. And I don't know, this is a little tricky here. I don't always draw these ascending and descending lines because they're not real reliable. They change so often. You could get another little push up right here towards $9, and then it'll fail again, and so then you got to move your line up. As long as you keep adjusting your line, like right here, see? That's why I much more prefer support and resistance levels. I spent several months back testing falling and rising wedges, and there was some opportunity there. It's something I have stored away in my bag of tricks, and that when I see them I recognize them, and sometimes I'll play a falling or rising wedge. So we have 15 seconds to the bell. Pretty overextended Nero. I never did look at the daily levels to see what we might be up against. Nero does have a daily resistance here, and it's pulling back from that. Look at that big gap up open. Nero has a support down here. Worth noting. Another major resistance up here. Look at this big gap up here. Well, I don't want to spend too much time here on these daily charts. Just put in a couple of lines and get back up to the other charts. It's almost time for that second 1 minute candle. This might be a nice bounce opportunity here off of 450. I'm a little late. I'm gonna jump in over there. Got a couple of positions open now. Oops, did I get stopped out? Or yeah, I did get stopped out over there on INDP. Well, there was a moment in time when I was green on Nero, but I was waiting for it to bounce back up again. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a little wild and crazy here today. SIGA. So this was my first day back to work after my 4 days off, and I just pulled a 12-hour shift, and I'm sitting here with my eyes a little glossed over, and I'm a little bit tired, and I'm thinking, so far this isn't starting how I wanted it. I'm gonna buy off of that line, even though I don't like this 5-minute candle with that long upper wick. So I've gotten stopped out twice on INDP. This is my third trade on it. We are quite a ways below the VWAP, trading below the EMAs. I want to see if we get a move up to $3. And I'm gonna buy Nero off of that daily support. I wonder if INDP is going to stop there at the EMAs and start to come back down. Almost getting stopped out on SIGA. It's holding for the moment. There's that coming up to that $3 line mark. I just sold it right there. So I made $125 on that trade. Made back more than half of what I had lost earlier. Coming up against the VWAP here on Nero. I don't particularly like where my stop loss is at on SIGA here. Okay, so stopped out on that one. So far INDP showing some signs of life, but still trading below the VWAP. Keeping an eye on it. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of this. I'll bite. Take that pullback. Still down here at that daily level. Oh, okay, that's fine. That daily level not holding, but it's a daily level, so sometimes I don't often use the daily levels because we can drop quite a ways below them. I find that if I trade just based on the daily levels, I oftentimes end up taking some losses. So I sold a little bit there, one of those orders. Just playing it cautious. Things are kind of pulling back a little. But not Nero. Not yet. Coming up against that VWAP, though. I'm going to add to this position here on SIGA. Took some profit. Taking a little more profit there on Nero. And getting out on SIGA, if that's how you say that, SIGA, S-I-G-A. Gonna move my stop loss up to this low. Things pulling back here. Well, SIGA's pulling back, so don't know if that means Nero is also going to pull back. Remember in the stock market that oftentimes stocks will move together. The ebb and the flow. Sometimes you'll get a stock that wants to do its own thing. But Nero is a pretty strong stock this morning. Lots of volume. Yeah, I don't like SIGA with this pullback that it made here. Now this red candle could signify the top, and then you see it pull back some. Or it could do that. So rejection of 450, and here she comes down. So I missed my exit and stopped out on the rest. The next stop would be down here at 422. So what am I sitting at profit-wise? Down $168. I was down quite a bit more than that and managed to claw my way back. I just got in twice on INDP. Oh. That is disappointing because it really looked like it was going to go. Boy, INDP just whipping around. Let's see if it will. At $3. Oh boy. Closed above that daily here on Nero. Adding. So getting into INDP off of that support. The time is 6:40:47. I'm adding there. That's a weird wick. Oh my gosh. $8.50 off of that support. What is up with the wicks on Nero? Yeah, I don't think the price actually ever went up that high. Or this high. Everybody's down at a support right now, so I'm just I've been accumulating positions. Even though I'm down on the day, I'm accumulating positions throughout because of all these supports. Even though we're also trading below the VWAP on all three stocks. Well, Sega, the first one to break through that support, and that's actually a pivot point, but on a larger time frame. It's actually on the 15. You can see a pivot right off of there, or a pivot point right there. That was a breakout spot. Alright, took a loss on SIGA. I wonder if Nero can get back above the VWAP here. And back through 450. Remember, it got rejected at 450 before. Nero bouncing off of that support for the moment. So far on the 5-minute, we're holding the daily support. See, these candles have not been able to close below the daily. Really struggling here in that 450s area. A nice volume on the way up. Now consolidating. Could be a potential add spot. Not sure if I want to add. I guess it depends on what it looks like. That would have probably been the add spot there. Selling another one of those. I'm going to sell another one there. And then I'm going to move that one up. Boy, INDP coming back again. don't know. Is it going to bounce off of there again? It doesn't look like it, but maybe it will. I mean, you got an initial bounce, but coming back to test again is a little nerve-wracking on that third try. I mean, how many, if people bought here, how many people are there left to buy? You know, after a while you run out of buyers, and then the sellers win. New 5-minute candle now, starting to form. Going to sell a little more of that. That was Nero. I sold more of. And I'm going to sell that. So I'm out on Nero. I'm going to sell some of INDP. I'm going to sell all of INDP. And that is going to put me up $46 on the day. So it took me some really had to battle there. Show you down here. 420 on Nero, but I lost 300 on INDP. At one point I was down almost $600 on INDP. And I was in the red on Nero, so I was looking at a pretty good red day. But when I saw all of these stocks coming down to these support levels, well, this one broke through, but they were all coming down. This one came down to 850, this one came down to 422, and this one came down to 291. I felt like if I bought all three of them, that at least one of them should, maybe go back up. Let's see that. And the odds were in my favor on this one because two of them went up. And yeah, if I had held, I could have made quite a bit more. But the problem is I was down so much that all I was looking to do was to get back to green. And I didn't want to hold. I didn't want to get back to green, but be like, oh, I don't want to sell yet. So I hold on, and then it turns around and goes back against me. And the next thing I know, I'm down $1,000. So I don't want to do that. I think there is more opportunity here today. Again, things are sideways, and it has been this way all week. The stocks are just not, there's no momentum, there's no breakout, it's just sideways action. Now, Nero looks like it may end up breaking out here. And initially when I was getting in down here, and then when I saw this happen and this pullback, I was thinking, okay, this looks like one of those stocks where you could probably accumulate on the way up and get ready to sell for a break over the high. We have to ignore this wick because it didn't actually, the price never went up there. Sometimes Thinkorswim does weird stuff with wicks. And this is probably going to break through the high, most likely. I'd say it's a pretty good candidate for that. So if I hadn't been down so much, I think I would have played it that way. Because that's what I was thinking when we were trading around the VWAP. I was thinking in the back of my mind, boy, this looks like a stock that's gonna do that thing, But unfortunately, I didn't get to take advantage. Now here's a good place to get in on Nero. or I'm sorry, INDP. But for me, I'm done trading today because psychologically I won this battle. I'm green, and it has been a rough week, and I don't want to take another trade and go red. I'd rather finish the day green. $46 is $46, so that's $46 more than I had when I started. But I just want to sit and watch for a second and see if this does actually break that level. Now, no doubt I probably could have made at least 1,000 on this, accumulating on the way up. Probably quite a bit more. Let's see if this is where it's going to break through. Meeting a little resistance there. It might pull back now. Wouldn't be surprised to see it pull back again. Could get rejected here. What we could end up seeing, if you ignore this candle, the candle is driving me crazy because I know it didn't go that high. I can actually click on it. Or you could say, correct this bar. Oh my gosh. My apologies. I just now realized that I wasn't even looking at the charts here. So what I was talking about with Nero was I initially got in down here and then bought a couple of positions down here, and then I added around the VWAP, and I was thinking initially that right around this area that, hey, this thing looks like is a good candidate for it to keep going higher. Now this is the wick that we need to ignore, because when this candle was forming, if you remember, this wick just shot up all of a sudden, so it's not real. And I can actually go in and correct it. I'm not going to. So there's that pullback. Nice healthy pull. But now there is a chance I'm going to correct that bar. So the high is 478. Let's make it 450. And now you can see that looks a lot better. Close. So let's pretend for a second. So you had this big move up, and then it moved up a little more. Well, first off, you had this big move up, and then you had this equilibrium. Remember, anytime you have a big move in one way or the other, one direction or the other, you're always going to get a period of consolidation or an equilibrium afterwards, and that's what you got here, and or ABCD, whatever, and then it broke out. That's pretty nice. And now we got a bigger one down here. Is this a lower high? And are we going to put in a higher low? And then maybe go back up. And is it possible that what we're going to see here is a flat top breakout setup? If that's the case, you could continually buy the lows. You could buy the dips as this dips down. I'd look at the 1 minute. This would have been a good dip buy off the VWAP. You could buy, and as it goes up, you sell half and you hold, and then maybe it's going to pull back again after a while, and you buy the next dip, and you keep buying the dips as you keep getting these higher lows all the way up until finally it breaks out. Let's find out. I'm going to pause it because I'm done trading. Let's skip ahead. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it happens. Or do we just continue to trade sideways? Oh, look at that. So it never happened. So this was that dip trade I was talking about. And it tried. It just couldn't get up there and finally broke through this level. And down she came. So sideways, sideways, sideways. Same old all week long, just this sideways trading, just not getting that momentum that we want. It's okay. It's okay. It'll happen. It's coming. It's on its way. This is just a period of slow right now, and thankfully, I'm still green. So I think I am going to do a week in review soon, probably in a few more days. And we'll look at my overall profit. I think I might be up 3,000 on the week, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll look. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. Please hit the like button if you're learning from this, and make any suggestions, that things you'd like to see. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.